Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. This is Roseline, coming to you live, streaming from South Africa in Pretoria, Gauteng. You know, I want to tell you about the January in South Africa. I'm doing this video because of my heart is really not happy about the way people are so depressed in South Africa in January. You know, it's painful the way people do not recognize the dangers or don't get used to, or maybe to be proactive with the time that they are living on earth. You know, we know very well every year that in December, many people are getting their bonuses from their workplaces. And as they get the bonuses, you know, you wait for 11 months only to get your bonus. At the 12th month, we call it a 13th check. So those monies, people, they really wait for them. Others, they even make expenses, knowing that by December, they will be able to pay for those monies. But what is painful is people are not, many people are not really having a self-control, because they received the money in December, but less than 2 weeks, they finished the money. The money is completely finished. People will be in town with their kids. You know, you see a child having ice cream at the same time, meet this side, you know, noisy in town, people boxing their money. You know, I just read an article right now saying that the Department of Education is going to intervene in the schools because of people who are selling uniform, school uniform. They are charging extraordinary prices to parents. And while people, affordability for our people is very bad, people cannot afford any longer. Especially after COVID, things really have changed. There is a serious shaking in our economy. Workplaces cannot increase the salaries. Even if they can increase, they will never catch up with the current financial instability. And they say, the article says that also the school fees is going up every year. So those who are still having children at schools, luckily our children are grown-ups now. We are done with school fees. Imagine if you have got 2 to 3 kids that are still in schools. And you know, with our people, many people, they don't have self-controls. They will be taking their children to all those high fees schools where they know very well that they won't even afford. They're still owing for the past 2 years. What more they coming this year again? But why did people really spend their money so recklessly in December? Why did they box their money really in December? Because they were supposed to save. The Bible says the locusts will have a saving to wait for the tough seasons. God created our bodies to also to be proactive. If I can try to put a finger in my eyes, the lid will close quickly. So which means God created us in a way that we really need to know that there is danger coming. But why people cannot really be proactive and prepare accordingly regarding their finances? It's so sad in our country. It's very painful in South Africa. People are frustrated in January. They are depressed. They are full of rage. You can't, even when they are driving, you know, it's painful. You see the anger, the frustration, but they knew that they are going to finish that money in December. Why don't we get used to the December? December is very demonic. It is demonic. Now it's opening a doorway in January for the devil to enter our lives. Hence, you can see people today, they hate even to go to church. They will say, we hate God. There is no God. Because of their own recklessness. May God help us. Please, if you are watching, tell me where you are watching from. Just type there by the comments to tell me where you are watching from. Is this happening in your country? You know, South Africa has got such a government that is really taking people, if they are not careful enough. We will lose a lot of people. Imagine with that kind of anger in a house, how will you be to your children? How will you be to your loved ones? So we pray that people really wake up. May God awaken the spiritual eyes and the spiritual understanding, that people can really understand that money is not everything, but we need to learn to have self-control and plan. And if the money is not enough or is taking you another way around, do something. You know, when my husband passed away in 2002, it was so painful in the house because there was no food. There was no food. After funeral, our people, they take everything. They dish sugars, they dish milk, everything that is remaining. When they go, they leave you with the kids mourning, crying, and they go away. They will never come and check you. So what happens is that when I was faced with that situation, because I am the one who lost my husband, I'm the one who's sitting with the children without their father, without anyone who will help me with expenses. More worse, I had a house that was bonded when he passed away, and he was not working. By the way, there was no insurance. There was nothing. I had to borrow money so that I can go and join network marketing and get products and go and sell. Because I heard that if you join this network marketing, you just buy products and you sell them. You lose nothing. There is no joining fee. That's what I did because I was frustrated. I'm not educated. I had to do something. So what more if people really... They see that the money that they are having is not managing their expenses, day-to-day expenses. They are not managing their children's school fees. They are not managing their monthly installments. And they are still not doing anything. If you are on minus this month, what is going to happen 3 months or 5 months, 12 months to come? Where will you be? Where will be your mood swings? I am talking to people, especially people in South Africa. Let's do something. Doing network marketing in that time through frustration. Today, I've learned to discover my purpose in that pain. I learned to discover the works of the Lord inside my life. You know, that is why people confuse the work of God and the jobs. Because the works of God will never get finished. I discovered that I can talk to people. But when I started to leave my house that day, when after borrowing money and taking the product to go and sell them, my aim was only to get the profit so that I can come and support my children, because there was no food in the house. It was only meal to make porridge and sugar to add into the meal into the porridge. No one was visiting us. My kids were vulnerable. I was in pain. I couldn't talk to anyone. More worse, we have got the pet culture where they say, when you are a widow, you must not talk to people. So I decided, no, I will buy the product and I will go and sell to people who don't know me. I'm going away from Gauteng. I'm going to other provinces. I will sleep in the toilets. And of course, I was sleeping in the public toilets. I will shoot the door of a public toilet and sit on a toilet seat like I'm sitting until tomorrow morning. So I'll be sitting like this the whole night, knowing the pain that I have. I had to come out of the comfort zone. I wanted to sell few bottles so that I can have money and cover my children's school fees and also have something to cover the bond, because I'm not educated. I can not even try to take my CV somewhere. So what about the people who are working and they can see the money is not covering their expenses? Through my pain, my suffering, those bottles that I bought for the products that I bought, till today in my house, we don't sleep without food. And life changed drastically because, you know, that's where I discovered God. The faith that I started to have in God, that when you take a step of faith, a leap of faith, God is faithful. I'm talking to those people who are working, those who are running their businesses, that money is not managing your expenses. Do something. Not all network marketings are pyramid scheme. This one, I'm 22 years in it. You can see my lifestyle. My lifestyle changed to the best because there is no robbing game. There is no one you take their money and run away with it. You buy products, you go and sell them, you make a huge profit. If you introduce people into the business, you get paid for that. That is why we call it an uncapped income. It's not like a pyramid scheme where they say put money, it will give you 1 million. Where will the money come from? Sometimes we need to use our mind. There is no micro oven richness. You cannot be rich overnight, and you cannot be rich without knowing where the money will come from. Now I know where the money that I'm earning come from. I recruit people, I train them. I've learned even to train people from being uneducated. You see the works of God. God revealed the potential in me, which was hidden within the pain. The pain kickstarted the potential, the works of God in me. I love talking to people now with this network marketing, and I want to help many people in the world. Because my business allows people to join globally from anywhere in the world. And I tell you, you'll start to realize the purpose why you are on earth. This is the works of God. It's not like a job. That is why the Bible is saying that somebody buried their talents while somebody duplicated their talents. It is because of discovering the purpose, the works of God in your life. So I'm encouraging really people, especially those who are boxing their bonuses when it's December. Learn to know that December is demonic. It will make you to spend like no any other month, and it will open a doorway. You will start to hate God. You will start to hate your families. You will start to have such a rage, vagabond spirit rise up in your life. Imagine if you are married, then you start to fight in the house, calling each other names unnecessarily. Try to do something while it's still day. And actually, at the end of our journey, God is watching, is waiting to see what is it that we did on earth. And also, what legacy have you left for our children? What legacy have you, how did you impact the kingdom of God? With your job, you cannot impact the world. You can't. That is why a salary is a frustration. It doesn't last. It doesn't cover everything. It's good to have it as a starting point, but going forward from brokenness, I learned to touch the world by showing them how to duplicate their talents, how to find the bigger person inside them, how to have a bread on your table without education, how to touch the world health-wise with our products, because our products are world-class. They are natural. When you use them, they start to boost your immune system. You take just a quarter class, it does everything. It fixes your immune system. It fixes your mentally imbalance. It fixes your vision, fixes your blood circulation. It is so good to use our products. That is why they are in high demand. We don't run around looking for people to sell to them. People are looking for us. And that will help you when it's January, not to have that frustration with school fees, because people are utilizing such times to increase their prices so that you can come and fall into a trap of entering into another debt. God say, owe no one anything but love. When you owe people money, can be banks or whatever, you are a slave to them. You will never see love. You will pretend as if you are having love, but that is not love. So I'm encouraging the world that let us be careful. Let us be proactive and utilize the time that God has given to us while we are on earth, so that we can use the time, wisely and profitably, because this is a borrowed time. So let's touch other people's lives with all this network marketing. Extra income is not a pyramid scheme. When people say it's a pyramid scheme, it's sad, because of, it's like they are demonic, because you cannot talk about something that you did not investigate. Not all network marketing are pyramid schemes. I'm 22 years in this business. It has changed my lifestyle. I've traveled to, this past year only, I traveled 4 times to countries which I was not ever, even with whatever that I could have afforded to travel like that with a salary. But this business afforded me that. So I'm encouraging the world, I'm encouraging people to come out of this mental imbalance, the rage, hatred, anger, that's vagabond spirit. That is the spirit that really destroyed Cain. We cannot afford to see the children of God falling into that trap. So this is Roseline Nhlapo. Please subscribe to my channel so that you can hear more about all these advices. I'm available. I would like to help quite many people to see many of my videos so that they can learn to use this network marketing to really to protect them from signing their lives. Other people are signing up their lives. They are sold. They are selling them because of debts. May God help us. Roseline Nhlapo, please subscribe, and you can click that bell of notification so that when I release any other video, you'll be able to see it first. I love you too much, and thank you so much for watching. That's Roseline Nhlapo from Pretoria. Thank you.